Okay, so I will be talking about HYPERION, which is like in the previous presentation. This is an EU-funded project which is dedicated to building a decision support system for improved resilience and sustainable reconstruction of historic areas. So we are within the same field. I'm glad to see people from Arch and Shelter in the same session. So, well, I guess that you have heard the problem a couple of times during these days. So, in essence, we are dealing with the problem of climate change and how this affects cultural heritage sites. So the problem here is that it's difficult to assess quantitatively and qualitatively the impact of climate change on these sites, that we have limited strategies on climate change related issues, and there is an absence of an overall resilience and reconstruction planning framework for historic areas. Now, the way that we approach the problem is the following. Yes, we are trying to build a decision support system so that we can give solutions and quantify the effect of climate change and also give alternative actions to the administration and local authorities. Now, how do we do that? Well, first of all, we analyze the problem. So we are analyzing materials used. So we have gathered more than 20 different materials from the different sites that we are focusing on. And we try to see how different conditions, environmental conditions, affect these materials and how they affect the decay of the structures. So parallel to that, we get information from various sources. We put sensors on the site so that we can see metrics like relative humidity, temperature, dew points, and acceleration. And we also gather information from optical sensors, either through the use of drones or via satellite images, so that we can see displacements, cracks, all this information. And we gather this into a single 3D map of the area. There we can integrate all this information into a single map that shows microclimate change, possible decays, possible problems, and where these will be more prominent. And parallel to that, we also have the social aspect. And this is one of the key differentiators of the project. Not that we use the information from the local communities per se, but the way that we process them and what we are trying to achieve. So going on to the next slide, I would like to focus on the key differentiators of the HYPERION project. The first one is that what we do is we build a decision support system, and we can feed this with a number of scenarios. So this can be used in training. This can be used for organizing actions before they happen. So we do have an aspect called a given damage analysis. We feed our tools with possible damages and see what kind of responses we would get, and also notify the authorities on possible solutions. The second thing, the second key differentiator, is the quantitative analysis of business continuity. So in cultural heritage sites, there is a whole economic ecosystem, let's say, that has been built around them. So what we need to see is that if we have a given damage to these sites, how would the local economy be affected, and what measures we can take so that we can prevent larger problems related to the economy. And the tools that we're using actually could be quite helpful in this time too, because the tools are not directly related to climate change problems. They could map and they could give an analysis regardless of the problem. So you could give you could provide the tool with some information on problems in the local communities, and then the tool would give you some information on how this would reflect on the economy and how it would change dynamically with time. So these are the two key differentiators, and we are happy to have 4 different sites, different test sites in our project: Venice, City of Rhodes, Granada, and Tonsberg. These are diverse sites in terms of climate conditions, from north to south and east to west, all around Europe. Different materials are used, so from limestone to wooden structures, and they can provide us with all the diverse information that would be needed to develop the tool and be able to cope with all different types of cultural heritage sites. So the team is comprised of 16 different partners from all around Europe, municipalities, developers, academia, industry. So we are all working together since June 2019. And so we have already gone through the first year of the project. And we would be happy to give you more information on the tools that we are building and the progress of our project if you could follow us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or contact us directly. So this is all. I will be happy to answer any questions at the end of the session. Thank you for your attention.